You are driving down the highway and we've all been there. That big asteroid is heading right to our car. What can we do to protect the inevitable? Well, before we get into a situation like this to avoid a rock, let's just install some paint protection film. All right, so let's see what it looks like. Here, I'll take a quick screenshot for you if you want. There is the part number. And you get not just for the headlight, but you actually get for the fog light as well. So you can see there I'm unwrapping it, and you can see it's on like a plastic sort of type backing, and you can see where it's shiny. That's for the headlight, and then the other one's for the fog light. So that's how they come anyway. They come in a little roll. Now, when you're cleaning your headlight, you're definitely going to want to wash them before you do anything because you don't want bugs underneath. I'm using a limitless stripper type wash. So this thing gets rid of all waxes, greases, oils, anything like that. You want to make sure you don't use a wash that has actually wax in it or something like that. And here you can see, I think I have a bit of a chip. I found a chip right there, but oh well, what can you do? What I should have done was just done the job earlier. Anyway, so I have some Eraser by CarPro. What this is it's an intense oil and polish cleaner. So I don't really know if it's necessary, but I just wanted to make sure I didn't have any oil residue or absolutely anything on my lights. I wanted to make sure they were absolutely clean. And I mean, better safe than sorry, right? I mean, you're spending enough money to buy this Xpel stuff. It's not super cheap. So the last thing you want to do is have it starting to peel up or something happen and then it just doesn't adhere right. So anyway, better safe than sorry, so that's what I'm using. Now you just saw me put the template up to my light there just a second ago. So the left and the right front lights are different, so make sure you please get the right light on the right side and the left light on the left side. And you can see I was spraying the solution on pretty liberal, so you definitely want to make sure you have enough on there. And here you can see it's actually done. Now you're probably thinking, GarageKing, why didn't you show me it being done? Well, I'll tell you what, one of the hardest parts about filming videos is getting camera angles, and it just didn't look good. So I just wanted to show you that it actually turned out all right. So here's the driver's side, and this side, the camera angles turned out right. So I filmed both sides, so let's show you how it worked on the driver's side. You can see here I used an ample amount of slip solution. You should always do that. And I did use the Xpel Gel. I ordered a whole gallon of it. I thought, why not? I just really didn't know how much I was gonna need, so I ordered a gallon, and it was way more than enough. And I should even have enough in that gallon to do the front bumper and possibly even the hood. I'm going to attempt that at a later date, and I'll film that as well. Now a little bit of tack solution probably would help because you could tack it down on one side and sort of stretch it, but I find with the headlights, you can sort of just massage them into place. You can see here, we're right at the end pretty much. There's the end. If I even try to move it, you can see it's sort of jiggling around there. So we're right where we want to be, right at the end. So what we can do, we know this is lined up perfectly, and I'm very happy where this end piece is here. And this is going to sort of set the tone for the rest of it. It'll sort of bond and it's going to start drying. And here you can see I'm using the included squeegee, and I must say, for a cheap squeegee, this thing works well. And all it takes is pushing just a little bit of it out. You can see we're pushing some bubbles out. And now if we do just this side, just like this is all we're doing. Just this corner. Okay, so that's all we're doing, guys, just one little corner. Now we can see if we try to grab with our hands, it's pretty tight already. And the rest of it, you can see we can still move. There, I'm moving it, and here it's tight. Here it moves, here it's tight. And then we can work it up and make sure when we're working it up that our line, see here the line, it's not up enough. We're gonna push it. There you go, there you can see our line. So we're just gonna sort of squeegee and push it as we're going up to keep everything in line. Now, excellent here. You can see we have a bunch of it right here. Here's a bunch of it, and we also have this here. Now, these you can actually just massage out. You can see as I go along. There you go. And we just massage it out. Now, this thing, you definitely don't want to squeegee over this because that's a big no-no, and it means that this is tight and this is tight, so it's pulling it there. So we can actually pull this down a little bit. There you go. And slowly massage it away, just like this. And you can see we're slowly, there you go, we're massaging it away. Now here, we're gonna have some fingers here, and we're just gonna massage those, same thing. I don't know why I'm using the word massage, but anyway, we're just gonna work them maybe. in a little bit better. And if ever they kind of pop up before you're done, sort of just push them back down, just like that. We have some of this stuff popping up, so all we're gonna do is we're just gonna work it back in. Just like that. You can see another one popping up. And that's quite all right, it's fine. We're just gonna work them back in, and they will stay down. Just work them back in both ways. Just like that. And here you can see, there's the whole light done. Just like that. So now you can just give it a wipe off as soon as you're done. I tend to just let it dry. I don't know if you should really wash it because it's still kind of curing. I think once you're done this, just sort of give it a wipe just to remove all this slip fluid, if you want to call it that. And then I think it should just, you know, be left to cure for a little while. And you can see there we have a few little bubbles. I find a Teflon card is actually really good for this because it likes to slide very easy, and you can actually see there. And what we're doing is we're just smoothing it out ever so slightly. And there you go, you can see we've actually taken the rest out. So once it's done, you can kind of go over it, and if you find anything like that, just use Teflon card. Works great because they're very slippery, so it doesn't actually grab the film. Okay, so don't click out just yet, everyone. Come on, we have to do the fog lights. Now let me tell you firsthand, if you can do the headlights, you will have no issue doing the fog light at all. You can see they're a lot smaller, which is easy, and they're flat. So you don't have to worry about curves or anything like that. So they're actually quite easy to install. And there you can see me putting it on, and then I start at one side, and then I'm just gonna go to the other side. Now the thing is, don't be afraid, because these are kind of long, that if you sort of, you're off a little bit, just pull it back, like I'm pulling it back right here, and just line it back up, and then just start all over again. So as long as you're using, a decent amount of slip fluid underneath, you can work with this stuff for quite some time. So it's really not a big deal. And here you can see I'm actually pushing the slip solution out, like I said before, this Xpel Gel is really like a jelly stuff. And I really like it because it lets the film float on top. So you can really move the film around easily. You get a lot of time, to do film adjustments and stuff like that. So it's not like, you have to get it done right away or else, it's wrecked. It's not like that at all. So I really, really like it. And as you saw earlier, I was able to just pull it away and readjust it. So no big deal there. And you can see here where I oversprayed on the bumper, it just sticks there. So it just sort of stays there. And then at the end, what we'll do is we're just gonna wipe it all off. So now we're at the end, we're gonna wipe it all off and then just let it cure. And what can I say? That's it for the video. Hopefully you've all enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments or anything like that, please let me know. If you're a professional installer, let me know any tips that you may have that you're willing to share with me. Anyway, that's it for now. GarageKing over and out, and I hope to see you next week.